Imagine an underworld where the deadliest weapons aren't high-tech sniper rifles or explosives, but centuries of twisted genetics, torture, and arranged marriages. Welcome to the world of Marriagetoxin. Today, we are tearing apart the hidden lore of this incredible anime and manga. In the next few minutes, we will break down exactly how this underworld operates. We are going to cover the terrifying eugenics behind the specialist clans, the strict hierarchy between the main houses and the branch families. And we will do a massive deep dive into the 5 great families: the Poison, Beast, Iron, Kirishima, and Nasu Clans. Grab a snack, because we are diving deep into the bloodline business. Before we get into the complex family trees, we need to understand the core plot. Written by Jumyaku and illustrated by Mizuki Yoda, this series completely tricks you. It presents itself as a wacky action rom-com where an elite, socially awkward assassin named Hikaru Gero teams up with a notorious marriage swindler, Mei Kinosaki, to find a wife. But the reason Gero needs a wife is where the dark lore kicks in. Gero is the designated heir to the Poison Clan, one of the 5 great families of the underworld. The clan's ancient traditions place a massive emphasis on preserving their unique bloodline. The clan issues a horrifying ultimatum. If Gero does not marry and produce an heir, they will force his younger sister, Akari, into an arranged marriage to become a breeding vessel for the clan. To save his sister from this fate, Gero sets out on the hardest mission of his life, dating. And this pressure brings us to the actual power system of this universe. To truly appreciate the stakes of Marriagetoxin, we have to peel back the curtain on how these assassin syndicates actually function. The underworld is entirely dictated by the ironclad rule of the main house versus the branch families. In most criminal empires, power is determined by money, territory, or firepower. But for the specialists, power is determined entirely by genetics. For hundreds of years, the 5 great families have operated on a philosophy of extreme eugenics. They don't want to just be good at assassination. They want to be literal gods of death. To achieve this, the main house, the absolute rulers of the clan, monopolizes the purest bloodlines and the most devastating secret techniques. They hoard the strongest poisons, the ultimate beast-taming arts, and the most lethal iron-forging methods. By keeping the absolute best genetics and secrets strictly within the main house, they ensure that no one else in the world can challenge them. They are a genetic monopoly, but a monopoly needs workers to protect it, and that is where the branch families come in. The first and most prominent of the 5 great families is the Gero family, widely known as the Poison Clan. They specialize in all kinds of lethal poisons, toxins, and strategic traps. But they don't just slip poison into a target's drink. Their bodies are literally built differently. Gero injects himself with custom poisons to massively enhance his own reflexes and physical strength in combat. The main family members include Hikaru Gero, his sister Akari, and Teruaki Gero. But the Gero family also controls powerful sub-branches that use maladies and related biological weapons for attack and defense. For example, the terrifying Bug Clan and the Needle Clan are actually branch families subordinate to the Poison Clan. Characters like Toshiki Hanamaki, the Bug Master, and Hayato Tsunagi, the Needle Master, operate under the Gero umbrella. This shows just how massive the Poison Clan's influence is. They monopolize chemicals, insects, and medical weaponry. Next up is the Dogo family, also known as the Beast Clan. If the Poison Clan relies on internal biology, the Beast Clan relies on sheer, primal domination. The main family is led by figures like Toshiro Dogo and Toniko Dogo. The terrifying thing about the main Dogo family is that they do not need a specific beast partner. The pure main bloodline possesses the godlike ability to assimilate and utilize all animals. However, their sub-branches are a bit different. The branch families of the Beast Clan are characterized by partnering with and utilizing one specific species of animal. A perfect example of this is Kimi Arashiyama, the Hamster Master. Her family is a branch subordinate to the Beast Clan, meaning she hyper-focuses on mastering one specific creature to gain her tactical advantage. The third major pillar of the underworld is the Arima family, known as the Iron Clan. As the name suggests, this family specializes entirely in iron and all of its derivatives. The main family includes members like Morito, Kurito, and Yasuto Arima. While the main branch holds the highest authority over metal manipulation arts, the sub-branches of the Arima family are known for fighting using weapons forged directly from iron or similar derived materials. In a world filled with modern tech, the Iron Clan proves that mastering a fundamental element to absolute perfection makes you an unstoppable killing machine. The rest of the top 5 and other masters. To round out the 5 great families, we have the Kirishima family and the Nasu family. While a lot of their deeper clan mechanics are kept deeply hidden, We know they sit at the absolute pinnacle of this assassin hierarchy. We also know that this underworld is constantly shifting. For example, the Kurokawa family is listed as a former top 5 family. This proves that if a bloodline weakens or fails to produce strong heirs, they can be stripped of their sacred status and overthrown. Outside of the direct main houses, the world is filled with other bizarre specialists. Throughout the story, Jiro faces off against terrifying foes like the Water Master and the Sound Master. The deeper Jiro goes into the dating world, the more he clashes with these rival assassins who are just as bound by their strict traditions of succession as he is. Life as a branch. Remember, if you are born into a branch family, your life is decided before you take your first breath. You have the clan's blood in your veins, but you are not considered pure. The branch families are essentially the vassals, the foot soldiers, and the meat shields of the main house. Because they are not allowed to learn the ultimate techniques of the main house, they are forced to specialize in derivative, hyper-specific arts. This is why the Poison Clan's branches include the Bug Masters and the Needle Masters, or why the Beast Clan's branch includes the Hamster Master. They get the leftovers of the clan's power. The branch members are raised with one psychological absolute. Their lives do not matter. Only the main house matters. They are expected to throw themselves in front of bullets, act as decoys, and completely submit to the orders of the main house heir. It is a life of absolute servitude, but do not mistake their subservience for loyalty, because the branch families harbor a deep, burning ambition. The law of succession, here is where the political genius of Marriagetoxin shines. The branch families are obedient, yes, but they are also vultures waiting for the lion to die. According to the ancient laws of the underworld, the main house only retains its divine authority as long as it can produce a powerful, pure-blooded heir to carry on the ultimate techniques. If the main house shows weakness, if the current head dies without an heir, or if the heir refuses to participate in the clan's breeding programs, the branch families have the legal, traditional right to stage a coup. If the main house fails, a branch family can step up, claim the throne, and violently usurp control of the entire clan. They are constantly watching the main house, waiting for a single slip-up so they can elevate their own status from expendable servants to absolute rulers. The Akari Threat, the true antagonists. The branch families of the Poison Clan are circling. They have issued an ultimatum to the main house. If Gero does not produce a child, the branch families will step in to save the bloodline. But their method of saving the bloodline is pure horror. They plan to forcibly take Gero's younger sister, Akari, and use her as a breeding vessel, marrying her off to a branch member to secure the next generation of specialists. To make matters even more heartbreaking, Akari already has a girlfriend whom she loves deeply. The branch families do not care about her happiness, her orientation, or her humanity. To the feudal system of the underworld, Akari is not a person, she is just hardware. She is an incubator for the Poison Clan's technique. The 5 great families represent an ancient, unyielding system, and Gero's quest for love is the ultimate rebellion against it. Which of the great families would you want to be born into if you had to survive in this underworld? The Poison Clan? The Beast Clan? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more anime lore breakdowns, and I will see you in the next video.